Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Whisper2Scream. My name is Bernard, and I am your host. Let's begin with an update from a past story. We're talking about robots again. They are all around us, and we absently use them. For those of us in the job market, please be aware that in less than 8 years from now, your services will no longer be needed. You cost too much. You complain too much. You take too much leave, sick and vacation, and you talk back. Now let's take a look at some jobs being slotted to disappear, and soon. Let's start with cashiers. There's cashiers at the grocery store, McDonald's, pizza shops, etc. Well, we don't need you so much anymore. We check our own selves out in the grocery stores and the hardware stores like Lowe's, Home Depot, etc. In our previous broadcast, we showed you a national pizza company that's already experimenting with an app on your phone where you order your pie, including the toppings, and then go to the shop, and your pie is waiting for you in a warming oven. You don't need to talk to anyone. Walmart, right now, is experimenting with an app where you come into the store, pick up an item, place it in your basket, the price is recorded, and the total is subtracted from your online account. It's done immediately. You don't have to speak with anyone. That's just one area where we are no longer needed. We'll show you more areas in our future broadcast. Folks, got to get yourselves trained for future jobs. Stay tuned. Now, sometimes I think we live between a parallel and yet opposite universe. In one, we have a world where everyone strives to get along, especially along racial lines. People helping each other through emergencies and through a regular display of congeniality. At the same time, there's an opposite world where we do whatever it takes to make a person feel inferior, less than, worthless, even to the point where some feel justified to commit murder just because other persons don't look like them or act like them. They feel themselves superior to others based on delusion. So look at what happened in our universe about a week ago. This is an example of where hate is being perpetrated. There was an incident recently at a KROGER supermarket in the state of Kentucky. A white man named Gregory Bush, 51 years old, is our perpetrator. He walked into a KROGER supermarket in Kentucky. He walked up behind a black man who was walking with his grandson. He shot the man in the back of his head and fired more shots into him as he slumped to the floor. The white perpetrator then casually walked out the store. Outside, he saw a black woman and heard her cry into her cell phone, "Somebody is shooting. Lord, please let me get home to my family." Now, he grinned at her and then fired bullets into her body. Now, he mortally wounded both the victims. After that, he sauntered across the parking lot where he encountered another white person. And the perpetrator says to the white man, "If you don't shoot at me, I won't shoot at you, because white people shouldn't kill each other." Bush, the perp, may have actually fled the scene, except he encountered still another guy who had a license to carry a weapon. They exchanged gunfire, which led to the authorities capturing Bush. Now, little recognition has been given to this hero. If it wasn't for the local news media, we may have never known who this brave soul was. His name is Dominic Rozier. Under the Second Amendment, he used his weapon and stopped the massacre of more people that day. Mr. Rozier is a black man. Now, why isn't this widely known? It's kind of chilling to think the news media appears to be purposely hiding this fact from us Americans. KROGER stores have not acknowledged him. The NRA has been mute. He stopped a terrorist, a white, homegrown terrorist, and yet it has taken independent news sources like me and others to bring this to light.
Go in there, they're shooting.
That's when they heard gunshots. Kiara said she saw the suspect, Gregory Bush, walk outside, and then she saw Vicki Lee Jones, who was on the phone.
She was really close to me. She was on the phone, and I heard her say, she's trying to get home. She said, "These people are shooting. They're crazy. I just want to get home. Lord, let me get home." He looked at her, and he kind of grinned, and he just shot her. And that's when I froze.
Kiara says right after that, Dominic had drawn his gun and asked the suspect if he was okay.
When he pulled the gun, my husband said, "Don't do this. This is not, don't do this." And before he could even say it, the guy had a gun pointed at me, and there was another lady who was not too far from me.
That's when Dominic and Bush started firing at each other.
We were a car length apart from having gunfire back and forth.
No one was hurt from their bullets, but Dominic says he's sorry for putting anyone else in harm's way by shooting.
You know, I was doing to protect me and my wife.
And as for the suspect,
I just want him to get what he deserves at the end of the day.
Now, the names of the two victims are Maurice Stollett, he's 69 years old, and Vicki Lee Jones, she's 67 years old. They were 67 and 69 years old. Now, here is a pic of the monster who committed the crimes. Now, most of us realize that we are in a war between love and hate. If we join this war with hate in our hearts, we will not win. Yet, we must be soldiers in the fight for liberty and equal access to what the Creator has provided for all of us here on the planet Earth. Most of us grow up learning to love and to respect each other, no matter what creed or color. Then we are ushered into a world where people are taught to hate. We always like to bring you a good news story. This story grows out of a need to protect all the citizens in this country. Dogs, that's right, dogs are being recruited in the fight against terrorism, especially in the school shootings and hostage situations. Check out this video.
We've got shots fired at elementary school right away. Go on, straight ahead. Straight ahead. Go.
Areas not visible to the canine. Once when the suspect engages 3-round burst, single round burst, different times, the canine is released. The canine is navigating through our personnel, who are, some are walking, some are standing, some are, as the canine passes.
This may not be our usual feel-good story, but it's more like a feel-better story concerning the safety in a country where our unity is being challenged. Our pledge is to inform, to educate, and even entertain you. That's why we ask that you please subscribe to our station and click on the bell icon right next to the subscription button so you can receive a notice when we bring you a new program. Also, please click the like button. We can also be reached at KoonTunes the number 2 at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. They all have the same handle, KoonTunes number 2. As always, be blessed and stay woke.